do you say to a visit to the madhouse, my lord? To my way of thinking, the mad have a more subtle understanding than the sane. They behold differences and affinities which are hidden from common men, and are often visited by strange visions.
As Allah lives, said Harun al-Rashid.
Let
Let us go at once. They left the palace and made their way to the madhouse.
We've had a shortage of fresh lunatics lately, my lord. I attribute the falling off to a general deterioration of intellect in all of Allah's creatures. I am pleased to say that I can show you one madman, although I confess, he doesn't seem so very mad to me.
Have you been shut away for madness?
As Allah lives, I am neither raving mad nor melancholy mad. I am neither an idiot nor a normally stupid person. But my adventures have been so singular that were they written with a needle in the corner of my eye, still they would serve as a lesson to the circumspect.
Our ears are open. You have all our attention.
I am a merchant, and the son of a merchant. Before I was thrown into this place, I had a shop in the market where I sold bracelets and other costly ornaments for women. Our story begins when I was only 16 years old, and already had a reputation for seriousness, honesty, and chastity. I never tried to make conversation with any of my women customers, and spoke only the necessary words of purchase and sale. I practiced the precepts of the book, and never lifted my eyes to any daughter of the faith. Other merchants held me up as an example to their sons, for I already knew how to hold myself above desire, and I understood the proper place of women and the proper place of men. One day, as I sat reading my account book,
Is this the shop of the noble so-and-so?
it is,
And you are he?
I am,
I have something for you.
well,
It comes from my mistress.
you may approach me, you must know the reputation of my honor.
She waits the favor of an answer.
Love has filled my soul with wine and gold. The black scorpions of your hair. Come with me to the bath, beloved, and I... What is this?
It's an ode.
A what?
An ode. To you. It's from my mistress.
Who is this harlot who writes to me?
She waits the favor of an answer.
How dare this foul woman write to me? Carry this back to her! Carry this back to her, daughter of 1,000 shameless whores! Carry this back to your foul mistress! Carry this back to that pimp's bastard, your mistress! It just happened, my lords, when I was only 16 years old, and I tell it as an example of my virtue and purity at the time. But not to put Shaban with Ramadan, I will only say that the months and years passed, and I became a man. I began to think it was time for me to take a wife in the sight of Allah. And I did marry. As Allah lives, I did so. One day, as I sat reading my account book, I heard a commotion in the street. I looked up and saw a most remarkable thing.
Young man, have you a choice of gold or silver ornaments?
Yes, mistress, I do.
Show me some anchorings, if you will. Try them for me. Well, what's the matter?
I am sorry, mistress, but surely none of these...
Do not
will-
worry about it, young man. I'll ask you to show me something else. Tell me, is it true, as they say at home, that I have an elephant's legs?
But the name of Allah be upon you, and upon the perfection of your ankles. Gazelles would die of jealousy at the sight of them.
And yet you say your anchorings will never fit.
Because they are too large and far too rough for ankles such as yours.
Oh, I thought they were quite otherwise. Now, show me some bracelets. I'm weary today. Oh, try them for me, please. What have you seen, young man? I am maimed and web-fingered, am I not? I have arms like a hippopotamus, have I not?
The name of Allah be upon you, and upon those white curves, and upon that child's wrist. My smallest bracelets made for children will gape outrageously above each slim transparency.
Then they were not right. Now, perhaps you could show me some necklaces and breastplates.
Cover them! Cover them! Allah help them!
What? Will you not help me try on necklace and breastplates? Doesn't matter, I will ask you to show me something else. I am rough and hairy, am I not, with breasts like a buffalo cow? Or is that rumor correct? That I am all bone and dried like a salt fish and as flat as a carpenter's bench?
The name of Allah be upon you, and upon the hidden beauty, and upon the hidden fruit.
Were they fooling me then when they told me they had the ugliest hidden things in the world? Oh, never mind. Have you any belts? Oh, no. Try it for me in Allah's name.
Mistress, I cannot fit.
I know. They say I am deformed, with a double hump behind and a double hump in front, with a horrible belly and a back like a camel's. Is it not so?
Mistress, although this belt was made for an infant princess, it is too large for a waist which casts no shadow, for a waist which would fill the heart of a scribe with despair when he was making the letter S, for a waist which would wither the branch of a ban tree from pure spite, for a waist which would shame the pride of a young peacock, for a waist which would burn a bamboo stem.
You surprise me, young man. They've never been very complimentary about my waist at home. Now, perhaps you could show me some gold earrings and a gold fretlet for my hair. I see, young man, you are struck dumb by my ugliness. My own father, when I was born, took one look and ordered every mirror hidden for me for pity. So, I've been spared. I've never seen myself. But I know from many harsh repetitions that my face is just a hideous thing, pitted with smallpox, and that I have a blind right eye and a blared left and a stinking mouth full of broken teeth. They say my skin is scabby, my hair is broken and frayed, and that the horrors of my interior are not to be named.
The name of Allah be upon you, and upon your great beauty, visible and invisible.
Then you do not find me a horror.
By Allah, no.
You've not deceived me.
Never.
Alas! Why does my father hate me so? For it is he who attributes all these horrors to my appearance. And all my life I have lived as he has named me, horrible, unwanted, and unloved. I'm glad you think I am not so. I do not think my father wishes to deceive me. I imagine that he must have a horrible hallucination which casts an ugliness upon all that he sees. But whatever the reason, he hates the sight of me so much that he is ready to sell me to a merchant of slaves.
Who is your father?
The Sheikh al-Islam, in person.
Rather than sell you, would he not let me marry you?
Oh, I thank you for that, young man. It is a great kindness, but you do not know what you're saying. My father is a scrupulous man. He thinks his daughter is a horrible monster. He would never willingly wed her to a man such as you.
But there must be some way.
You might do worse than try to gain his consent. I do not wish to be sold. Tomorrow morning, present yourself before my Holy Father, and after exchanging pleasant greetings and comments about the hotness and dryness of the day, ask him for my hand in marriage. He is certain to say,
May Allah preserve your youth, my son. My daughter is a creature altogether helpless. There is nothing to be done for her. She is crooked and hideous.
But you must cry out, I am content!
I am content.
He will go on.
I thank you for that, my son. But my daughter is not for any strong and handsome youth. She is.
But you must cry out,
I am content. I am content. I am content.
You force me to the pain of plain speech. If you were to marry my daughter, you would be wedding the most terrible monster of our time.
I am content.
But my poor boy, she is blind of one eye, her ears are cropped, she is lame and stinking, a dribbler, a pisser.
I am content.
She is disgusting and vicious, snot-nosed, forever farting.
I am content.
She is bearded and flab-bellied. She is short of an arm and has a club foot. Her left eye is covered with a film. Her nose is a mass of oily pimples. Her face is one sieve of smallpox. Her mouth is a cesspit. Her teeth are a wreck. Her interior organs are one mutilation. She is bald and incredibly scabby. She is a horror. She is an abomination of desolation.
I am content. Spare yourself the task of description, for I will go on soliciting your daughter, no matter what you find to say of her. I have a taste for horrors, my lord, when they are such as afflict your honorable daughter. I can only repeat, I am content, content, content.
If you are determined to persist in this madness, I will give my slow consent, but you must sign a contract before witnesses stating that you will accept your bride with all her faults. And if you dare divorce her, you will pay a ransom of 20,000 gold dinars.
I agreed to these conditions, and would have agreed to 1,000 more. How can an obscure merchant have won such happiness? Is it really true that I am to take my ease and rejoice with all that beauty? There was no celebration, no wedding feast, but I could not have been happier, for I was counting down the moments until I could see that perfect beauty in all her glory. I made myself ready, and at the first civil moment, went bounding to my bride. Oh, horror of horrors! May you never live to see such a sight! I saw the most disgusting, the most repulsive, the most deformed, the most repugnant, the most grotesque creature of a nightmare. She was worse than the description which that lovely and wicked girl had given of her. She was a horror of malformation, a rag so full of horrors that I should retch if I describe her even now. I had willingly, eagerly, madly married a nauseating compendium of all disgusts which have ever entered into the imagination of the damned. The next morning, I fled that sorrowful place and went back to my shop. But no sooner was I there than I saw the maiden of love made perfect. The vision of desire who had cast me into hell come smiling towards me in the middle of her slaves.
have you stopped?
It is done, my lord.
Sister, if the king kills you now, he will never understand the madman.
Perhaps if I were to live another day. But I see already that my father is waiting with my shroud.
By Allah, he may wait another day.
May I not speak to him?
No!
And the king departed to sit in judgment, raising some to office and lowering others until the fall of day. But when the second night had come, she said,
And standing in the entrance of the shop, the woman said,
May this be the day of benediction, O bridegroom. May Allah put a crown upon your happiness. May joy abide with you. May joy abide with you and your new wife. May joy abide with you and your new wife.
You cauldron of pitch! You wicked girl! You bowl of tar! You are not the daughter of Sheikh al-Islam.
No more than you.
May Allah curse the hour of our meeting. May He damn the foul blackness of your soul. Why have you done this, you wanton whore? Why have you tricked me and destroyed my life?
What is all of this sounding brass? Have you forgotten the ode I wrote and sent to you so many years ago? And your great virtue? And my poor little slave?
What?
Oh, merchant, you should have listened when perfect love first came to call.
Love has filled my soul with wine and gold, but I keep them for you.
Come with me to the bath, beloved, and I will lie singing on your heart.
Who has put the black scorpions of your hair to feed upon my soul?
Come with me to the bath, beloved, and I will lie singing on your heart.
Farewell.
Please don't go. In truth, I repent.
Too late.
I see now how gross and foolish was my conduct towards you and your little slave. How vulgar and hypocritical. How full of stupid vanity and...
Unfounded pride?
Please excuse me, mistress. It was so many years ago. Pardon me this once. This once, please.
I will pardon you this once, but you must promise never to do the like again.
Oh, mistress. Perfect love. I kneel in your protection and look for deliverance at your hands.
I have already thought of that. Since I'm the one that caught you, it is only right that I should set you free.
But how? I've signed a contract.
Listen carefully, and soon you'll be free of that unfortunate girl. First, you must go back to the foot of the citadel, call together all the acrobats, tightrope rockers, dancers, quacks, tambours, tambourines, clarinets, and funny men that you find there. Then you must go back to the house of the Sheikh al-Islam.
I must say, I never expected my daughter to find such happiness.
She is happiness itself.
You see, her mother was frightened by fire and delivered her before her time.
She was delivered in perfect time for me.
Well, I really must say that I never... Did you hear something?
No.
Greetings, Vietnam!
In the name of all your new baptized, I wish you prosperity.
Who are these people?
Oh, cousin, know that we will never ever desert you.
You know these people?
And as this is your new home, so it is ours as well.
Forever and ever and ever!
Are you the son of a quack? Are these vile gypsies kin to you?
Because I love your daughter and her honor, I cannot deny my birth and family. Blood remembers blood. Now come on, let's do the family dance!
provide your parentage. Your marriage contract is illegal.
Let's do the family dance!
No, we will not do the family dance. You cannot remain in the house of Shigol Islam any longer. You cannot remain married to my daughter.
Oh no, I have won her and I will not divorce her for all the kingdom of Iraq.
You shall divorce her.
But every one of her hairs is more precious to me than 1,000 lives.
Please, protect my honor as Allah will surely protect you.
By Allah, I will not remain in the house of someone who does not love my family. Here, in front of witnesses, I put away your daughter. I put her away once, twice, 3 times.
And thus an end to this unfortunate business.
Shall we come together now, dear master?
In your house or at my shop?
Don't you know, young man, that a woman must have many preparations before such things can be? We'll go to my house.
But my shop is large enough to hold us both. And if in love we should burn it to the ground, there is still the vast chamber of my heart.
Your compliments have improved in quality over the years.
Let's hurry. I feel the wasted days clamor within me.
Before the fight, old soldier, let me hear if you know the name of your antagonist.
You're stopping now?
It is dawn, my lord, and my father has returned with my shroud.
He can wait another day. Tonight, you will finish this story and then die.
And the king departed to sit in judgment, raising some to office and lowering others until the fall of day. But when the 3rd night had come, she said,
Before the fight, old soldier, let me hear if you know the name of your antagonist.
River of Grace.
No.
Sweet Fleshy.
No.
Peeled Sesame.
No.
Basil of the Bridge.
No.
Wild Mule.
No. Did your masters teach you nothing in school?
Nothing.
Then listen to the things' rightful names. They are dumb starling, fat sheep, wild mule, silent chicken, little cradle, nest without eggs, dove without feathers, bird without stain, and rabbit without ears.
Where shall I start?
Where do you like?
Can I say to the child of my inheritance, feed the starling.
Allah increase you. Allah increase you.
Now bow to the sweet fat sheep.
Allah increase you. Allah increase you.
Now speak to the silent tongue.
Allah increase you. Allah increase you.
Now heat the bird without feathers.
Now I am warm for all the weathers.
Don't forget the rabbit without an ear. It has fallen fast asleep, I fear.
I hear.
Life and love lived love and life together for 30 days and 30 nights. Until a giddiness came over me and I dared to say,
I don't know why, my love, but I can't do it again today.
But the 12th time is the most important. The first 11 don't count.
Yet it is impossible. Impossible.
Then you must have rest, my love. You must have rest.
When I heard that, I lay down and fainted clear away, and woke up in these chains fastened to the wall of the madhouse. I asked the chief of keys, why am I here?
You must have rest, the young woman said.
He must have rest.
Young man, even if you had been shut here for madness, I would have freed you for the sake of this story. Young lady, I know the trouble that was between you in the past, and I take it upon myself that such a thing shall not happen again. The young lad is well rested and ready for anything.
I hear and I obey. I am prepared to live with him again.
My child, I thank you. You have lifted a great weight from my heart.
They lived together in all delight and the practice of every virtue, knowing days each more admirable than the last, and nights whiter than the days. Until they were greeted by the destroyer of joy, the separator of friends, and died.